Hey, baby drivers and high divers. Hi. Hey everybody, my name is John and welcome to ADITW, a day in the Word, the internet's favorite Bible study. We are in double-digit chapters now, y'all, and we got another list. Another seemingly boring chapter that by the end of this video, your heart will be encouraged. That is my prayer for today. So to be honest with you, at this point, after 80 or whatever number of shows we've done, I hope you're just reading the whole chapter, even if I don't ask you to. I hope you're catching on by now, especially because this specific chapter is one where it's really important to just read the whole thing. Because while on the surface it can look really dry and boring, we are going to look at this chapter as a whole, rather than just picking out a few specific verses. To start, with verses 1 through 26, we read this long list of names that are being signed to the seal of the covenant that the people of Jerusalem are making with their God. Now, remember what I told you about lists in the Bible. There is something significant. There is something to be learned. And for me, what I pulled out of reading this list was that this covenant was made communally. This was not just one person, but an entire nation coming together to turn back to God. And when we are turning back to God, whether after a moment or even a season of rebellion, it is vitally important that we don't try to do it alone. We need others around us to co-sign our oath, to keep us accountable, to pick us up when we're feeling down, and to push us forward into this new life with God. And then in the next section, we see what this specific covenant contains. We see that the priests and the Levites and the people, they wrote it down specifically. They wrote to God on how exactly they were going to be more faithful. What specific areas of their lives were they going to make a change in? And by the way, they didn't do this for God's benefit. God doesn't really need your promises. Like, he's cool. But they did this for their own good, as a reminder of what God requires of them, so that in this new life, they might grow closer to Him. And so today, I got a little homework for you all. That's right, baby, it's back to school time. I want you to take some time over the next couple days and write your own covenant promise to God. Reflect on what specific areas of your life you want to rededicate to Him. Where have you consistently fallen short in what He's calling you to do? Write down specifically what areas of your life you're going to rededicate to God today. And then over the course of the next week, take that covenant out and read it out loud as a reminder to yourself of the new life that you are trying to live. Thank you all so much for watching this episode of ADITW. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a bit of a shorty. If you want, you can actually comment down below with your homework. If you want to comment some of the covenant promises that you are making to God this week, comment those down below. I would love to know what is on your heart. Also, it is back to school time, which also means the fall is coming up, which also means that I'm beginning to fill up my speaking schedule for this fall. I am available for booking at churches, youth groups, schools, colleges, whatever it is. I would love to come to your school or your city or your church and speak this fall. If you're interested in bringing me out, just visit the link in the description and you can get in contact with me. That is all I have for you this week. I'll see you next week for another episode of ADITW. I love you all. Keep being awesome.